Oh, here's the last one. Game of the year. Cyberpunk better be on this list. Hey y'all, real quick before we get into the video, just to let y'all know, this is raw footage of my opinion of what's going to be chosen for the Game Awards. So all the extra editing to show game clips and stuff, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I mean, the Game Award nominations been out for a while, so I'm pretty sure y'all know what the nominations are. But if you don't know, the Game Awards website is up. Sorry if I hit my microphone, but the Game Awards website is up. You can see what the nominations are, but I'm going to be saying them out loud. I'm just not going to go through the whole extra showing game clips and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk about it, give my opinion, and move on from there. This is more a chill vibe as I'm talking about the Game Awards, just to let y'all know. This video might be a little different, but thank y'all so much for tuning in. All right, let's get to the video. All right, what's good, y'all? Your boy IronAngel here, doing something different today. I was advised in the comments, which is a good idea, but I should give my vote on the Game Award nominations and what I think. And first off, before I get into that, well, thank you for the advice. And actually, this actually is a good idea. I forgot it is this weekend. For some reason, I thought it was next weekend, but it's actually coming this weekend. But this is a great idea. And first and foremost, I have not played every game. So I'm going to be giving my opinion and why I would give it my opinion. Now, some of these games I have played, and, you know, I ain't going to front. I'm going to say it now. I might have some favoritism with certain games. You'll know eventually which ones they are. But I'm also going to base it off what my friends said about certain games, because there's games that I've played that my friends didn't. There's games that they played that I didn't. There's games that I've seen and watched instead of played. You know, people are playing it on, you know, YouTube or whatever. So even though I haven't played a lot of some of these games that are on here, doesn't mean I haven't checked it out. So anyway, now we got that out the way, because there's a lot. Wait, hold on. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 categories. We're going to start with the bottom. The top is the ones that, you know, people are really talking about, like Game of the Year, stuff like that. Ooh, best action game. But the bottoms is esports. I don't really watch a lot of esports. So actually, I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories here. Every now and then I watch it, but it really is every now and then. And usually it's just like fighting game content. I'm starting to get into League of Legends, but I literally just started with that. So we're going to skip that. And, you know, I do know one person in the League of Legends community, Faker. I'll give it to him. How about that? Whenever it comes to esports, I'll just give it to him. It's Sonic Fox, if Sonic Fox is on there for the fighting game community. But, I mean, that's me. That's just me because what I know. I don't know a lot of people in the esports world, so those are the two that I know. Anyway, shout out to Faker and shout out to Sonic Fox. And you know what? We're going to skip the content creator of the year, because I'm so focused on what I'm doing. I don't really watch a lot of other content creators, so I don't want to. Let's get to the games. We skipped the esports, the content creator. We're going to skip that as well, because I'm just focused on my grind. I don't really, and there's no offense. I watch some people, but those some that I watch are not on this list. So anyway, moving on. Most anticipated game. Here we go. This is a good one to start with. Most anticipated game. Yes. Okay. One of the games I wanted to be on this list is actually here. First, let's start with Final Fantasy Rebirth. This is actually a franchise I want to get into. I've never played a Final Fantasy game. I never did. Yeah, actually, I played a little bit like a demo version of the one where it was the guys in the car and you saw them just driving in the desert. I can't remember which one that was, but that was literally like for an hour. But outside of that, I never really played a Final Fantasy game. Hades 2, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. I was just introduced to this franchise. The Man with No Name or something like that, the game is called. It just came out this year. I played one episode of it. Star Wars Outlaws. That looks interesting. And then what I was excited for was Tekken 8. And probably for my excitement, you probably know what I'm going to choose. I was going to say Star Wars Outlaws, but Tekken 8 is on the bottom. I personally, as a person who loves fighting games and is looking forward to this game, been waiting for it. I honestly would wanted it to be a Christmas release. It would have been nice to have it this December, but 1 month, you can wait. I can wait. So I'm a vote, and I got the app right here on my phone. I'm a vote for Tekken 8. So as I'm saying it to y'all, I'm voting. So again, Final Fantasy Rebirth, Hades 2, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8. Let me know in the comments on each category which one you choose. I just chose Tekken 8. Next, Best Adaptation. Gran Turismo. I heard that was good. I didn't see that yet. Castlevania Nocturne. I've never... if I said that wrong, I apologize. But Castlevania, Last of Us, Super Mario Brothers movie. Man, this is a good list. This is a good one here. This is tough. Or Twisted Metal. Now, I have seen Super Mario Brothers, which was really good. Very enjoyable watch. Twisted Metal I want to watch. I haven't watched it yet, but I was kind of on the fence because I saw the trailer and it looked like something very cringy. But a friend of mine watched it. He said it's actually very enjoyable. I got to take some time and watch it. Last of Us, I haven't even played the game. I gotta watch the show, play the game. I heard in the show they added some things that's not in the game, but it still worked. So I don't have a vote on it, but my friends love the game, love the show. I can see them choosing that. And then Gran Turismo and Castlevania, never checked them out, but I did hear Gran Turismo was decent. So I could see here it being between Last of Us, Super Mario Brothers, and Twisted Metal. Because I saw Super Mario Brothers, I'm going to choose that, but I can see people choosing Last of Us and that winning. I can see that. In this list here, you know what? I got to choose one, right? I'm going to say, I haven't seen it, but I'm going to say this, Last of Us. I can see that winning. It had so much hype. People was loving every episode, waiting for it. My friends were waiting for it. I've just been busy. I haven't watched TV and movies as much as I wanted to lately, and I'm going to take the time eventually and do that. So yeah, I'm going to say Last of Us is going to win it, even though I saw Super Mario Brothers, but yeah. Oh, this is a good one. Best multiplayer. We got Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Party Animals. Never heard of that. Party Animals. Street Fighter 6. I'm glad to see Street Fighter on here. And Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Now, I've heard great things about Super Mario Brothers. I haven't had a Nintendo in so long. To be real, I've had a Nintendo since Super Nintendo. And if you know how old that is. Diablo 4, great game. I enjoy it, especially with my homies, Jeremy and Kyle. I miss playing with them. We play that a lot. And actually, I think they all right now play it as we speak. Diablo 4. Baldur's Gate 3 is a game I have to check out. Everybody's telling me, bro, this is a game for gamers, if that makes any sense. And the hype that it got when it first came out, it putting a lot of these greedy gaming companies on notice, like that hype, that it got a lot of traction for that. First, when the game first came out, was, it showed, the company showed respect. This is what people were saying, that it showed respect to the gaming community to make a great product right up front, instead of showing half work and charging so much money, and then eventually the game will get good 5 months later, but still charging all this other stuff for a half product. But Baldur's Gate gave a full product. This is what I've been told and what has been said on the internet. So Baldur's Gate got a lot of credit of it being a great game at first and still getting better. So as much as it got hype for that, I have to say it's between Diablo and Street Fighter. And that's a tough one. Street Fighter I enjoy by myself, obviously. You see the content. Diablo I can enjoy by myself, but I enjoy it more with friends. And the moments I've had with my friends has been more memorable than me playing Street Fighter. Street Fighter is a personal thing just to get better at the game. After not being on the Street Fighter side for a while, playing other games and now getting back to the grind of it, it's been enjoyable, but it's been more of a personal thing that I just share with y'all on YouTube. I always say I experience better times in gaming with my friends than by myself. So I got to say Diablo 4 wins that. but it's right. Street Fighter's right there. I'm enjoying both of them. The experience online, haven't had any bad experience online with any game, as in connection wise, stuff like that. Haven't had any issues. Uh, yeah, on both games though. But I have to take playing with friends more than playing by myself. So I gotta say, Diablo 4 is gonna win that one. Ooh, this is a good one. I already know who wins this one. Uh, I see the list here. I already know, but I'll start from the bottom. The Crew Motorfest. I played a little bit of that. Hot Wheels Unleashed Turbocharged. Did not play that. Forza Motorsports. Yeah, Forza Motorsports. I almost said Horizon for some reason. F123 and FIFA. Oh, sorry, EA Sports FC24. I'm gonna make this quick. I'm choosing FC24. I'm actually I started some content right now playing Volta, but I love soccer. In the last 5 years, I've been liking it more than any other sports game. I already made a video talking about it. I'm not going to make it long because I don't want this video being too long. We got a lot of categories in, but I'm going to vote for EA Sports FC24. Shout out to the football/soccer community. I love it. Love watching this shit. My favorite teams is Liverpool and BVB, but I enjoy watching other teams as well. But shout out to Jude Bellingham and Holland, excuse me. They're BVB royalties, but they're doing great in their other teams right now. So anyway, moving on. Ooh, this I have no idea, but I'm gonna say it. And like I said, y'all can just let me know in the comments what you would choose. But best sim strategy game: Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, Cities Skylines 2, Company of Heroes 3, Fire Emblem Engage. Oh, actually, I've heard people say good things about that. Or Pikmin 4. I have no idea with any of them. I'm just going to pick one and just see. Like I said, this is just, me choosing them. And then when the rewards come out, I can see which ones the ones I won. But I'm going to say Fire Emblem Engage only due to the fact that someone I saw at GameStop actually told me how much they enjoyed it. But yeah, that's all I can say about that. Moving on. Best family game. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I think I already know who wins this one. Disney Illusion Island. Party Animals. Never heard of any of them two. Pikmin 4. Sonic Superstars. Or Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I've never played any of them, but Super Mario Brothers got a lot of hype, and it's something I actually enjoy looking at. I enjoy the gameplay. I haven't played it myself, but you can just watch it yourself. And I would say Super Mario Brothers is going to win that one. And knowing the fan base of Super Mario Bros., I can see them winning the reward. And just to remind y'all, the stuff I choose is not always because I played it. It's also me guessing who's gonna win it when the rewards start. So just in case you're like, well, you didn't play it. This is me guessing when the awards start who's gonna win it as well. Anyway, moving on. Ooh, best fighting game. Oh wow. I've never heard of this. I gotta check this out. What's God of Rock? I've never heard of that. God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, which I heard that was good. Pocket Bravery, never heard of that either. Wait, these two must be like cell phone games. God of Rock and Pocket Bravery. I've never heard of that. And then last is Street Fighter 6. Right now, it's between Street Fighter 6 and Mortal Kombat 1. Now, this is a big deal for me as a person who plays mostly fighting games. I'm going to say roster, Mortal Kombat wins. The gameplay, the style that you have in Mortal Kombat, gameplay-wise, Mortal Kombat wins over Street Fighter. But the issue is, when you play fighting games, for the most part, what's the first thing you go to? For the most part, I know some will be like the story, but most people who are into fighting games is not thinking about the offline first. They think about the online experience, and the online can either make or break, or not even break, but they could put you one above the other. And even though Mortal Kombat has a better roster and their gameplay, I like better. A personal preference. I like their gameplay better. Street Fighter is going to win due to the fact when you get online, you have a way, way better experience than you do in Mortal Kombat. And I said this before, we're in 2023. I don't understand how the biggest issue Mortal Kombat has is no Wi-Fi filters, no crossplay, the online experience. I'm literally every match sitting there like, please let them have a good connection, please, because in rank you don't have a choice. You got to play with whoever it is. You can accept and decline, but you can't filter out. Like Street Fighter from the beginning gives you that option of what connections you want to be put with. Crossplay is there. Yeah, and for that alone, I love both their gameplays. I love both. I love Mortal Kombat's roster. I like Street Fighter's roster. I do say Street Fighter should needs better characters right now. It's kind of stale with their characters. Their new DLC one so far has been okay, but you know, personally, I like old school Street Fighter. I want Bison, Sagat, Vega, Akuma. I want them. These new ones is cool, and Rashid, AKI is cool, but I like the classics. I want Vega in them. Like that's, I don't know, and so. So the roster is okay, but Street Fighter will always win over Mortal Kombat because of their online experience. And the fact that Mortal Kombat's been out how long? It's been out for a while. That's still not fixed, but they're focused on their microtransactions right now. $12 for a fatality. $12 for a voice announcer. Like, really? Or $10, whatever. So, yes. And it's crazy, though. Mortal Kombat has everything else better. All their story, their offline modes better. No, I take that back. Street Fighter also is better with bringing the community together. Lobbies, the battle hub. Why I don't understand how Mortal Kombat didn't make something like that. Tekken is making that. So it's about the experience you have when you play. You can have a great idea with the roster and gameplay and stuff, but if you don't have the execution for us who are paying for it, for people who play online, which let's be real, that's most of the people who play the fighting games, then it leaves a bad taste. It's crazy. I'm hearing it all over the place. People are tired of playing Mortal Kombat and going right back to Street Fighter. They're going to Guilty Gear Strive. They're going now that with the rollback with Dragon Ball Fighters and other games. They're playing that more than playing Mortal Kombat. So it's like it takes a new character to come out from Mortal Kombat for people to come back, and then next week they're going right back to the other ones because the experience is better. So for that alone, I gotta say Street Fighter. So yeah, you can have all the good stuff, but if you don't make that experience great, and I shouldn't have to be sitting there like, please have a good connection. But anyway. And crossplay, I don't know how that was not in Mortal Kombat. That was weird. That's weird. We're 2023. Moving on. I wanted to talk about that more because that's like my subject. Now, best RPG. Ooh, this is a good one here. We got Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy, Sea of Stars. Never heard of that one. Lies of P, which that's really good. In Starfield. Now, a lot of these games are good. Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy, Lies of P, Starfield. Sea of Stars, I've never heard of it, so I can't say anything, but I've seen the other ones. And a lot of these are really good. Lies of P was surprisingly good. I didn't know what to think of that game. And then I checked it out. It gets the nod. Starfield was good. It wasn't great, in my opinion. It was a lot of hiccups to that game. A lot. And for all the hype, I was like, it's okay. It's not, I mean, they got a lot of work to do to fix it, but it was still, it was a good play. It was good, but I would take Lies of P over that. Now, we got Final Fantasy and Baldur's Gate 3. All right, let me be real. Because of the hype Baldur's Gate 3 got, it got more hype than any game on this list. On the best RPG. I'm going to say Baldur's Gate 3 because of that. And I haven't played the game. Haven't really watched the game. But because, like I said, this is me voting, thinking what's going to be said at the Game Awards. And because of the respect that they gave the gamers and the gamers gave it. And if this is all fan voting, I can see the fans winning this vote of Baldur's Gate 3. Is it true that other companies will try to shun Baldur's Gate 3 in the company? So I guess we can keep an eye out to see if anything they were saying is going to affect the votes of the Game Awards. But if it truly is the fans voting, I can see Baldur's Gate 3 winning this one. Moving on, because it's been 20 minutes already. All right. Ooh, this. Wow. Best action adventure game. We got Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I've heard all these games were great. But I have to be real. I believe the votes is going to go between Spider-Man 2 and Alan Wake 2. I was going to say Resident Evil 4, but from the hype I've been hearing, I only know for certain the games of Marvel, Spider-Man 2, and Resident Evil 4 because I was with that game. But Star Wars Survivor, Alan Wake 2, and Legend of Zelda, I've checked out. But I'm talking about what do I believe the award is going to vote for? What's the fans going to vote for? I can see Marvel Spider-Man 2 winning this one. That game, outside of the backlash it got, playing both sides of the field, where we're about this, we're about rights, and as soon as you hear that the copies were in a different country that don't accept those certain rights, they just removed it because they focus on money more than your right. After that outside of that backlash, because I don't like that hypocrisy, but the game, if you remove that and just focus on the game itself, Spider-Man 3 was a masterpiece. It was really good. It was really good. A little too much Mary Jane for me, but I like that they made her, I like that she was part of the crew. It was just mission-wise, I don't want to play a lot of her, but I'm glad, it was like a 50-50, I'm glad she was not too much in the back seat. But at the same time, I'd rather have more cut scenes with her than actually playing the game as her. You know what I'm saying? So I think she would have been fine with more cut scenes of her than actually just playing as her, making her OP, which was hilarious. But I was laughing and stuff. I'm like, hold on. You mean to tell me these professional, whatever you want to call them, that's part of Kraven's team, is getting outsmarted by one person who doesn't have any powers, doesn't have any spider sense, nothing. And she's just out here outsmarting every one of them. It's weird, but at the same time, it's a video game. I think it was cool. It wasn't bad, So I think some people was complaining about it, was thinking too hard. They always try to make the females this. Y'all really stretching that. I don't believe it was nothing like that. I think somebody was just in that group was a fan of Mary Jane and wanted to give her more, more plot armor. Which, let's be real, how many other name some of your favorite superheroes or even people in movies and TV shows that has gotten great plot armor where you even really? I love Batman. Let me be real with something. I love Batman. He's my favorite superhero of all time. But there are some moments where I'm like, he survived that? Okay. It's I'll take it, and I was happy because I don't want Batman to die. So, so I could look past that. But the game itself was really good. I have to say Marvel Spider-Man 2. Moving on. Whew. Still got a lot. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. We're going to... No, this is a good subject. But some of these other subjects, I have no idea. We're going to make those quick. But this is a good one, actually. Best action game. And, these are good ones. Remnant 2. Hi-Fi Rush. Very underrated. It's on Game Pass. If you can play that, it's enjoyable. Ghost Runner 2, which looks good. By the way, Remnant 2, I heard that was good too. Dead Island 2, underrated. Very underrated. I gotta play the DLC. I heard it was the DLC came out. I gotta play that. And Armored Core, Fires of Rebucon, if I said that right. Okay, so I'm gonna let you know. I'm voting for Dead Island 2. That was worth the wait, in my opinion. It was simple but fun. We got to get back to just having fun gaming experience. Some people take gaming too seriously. Some always critique it every little thing. And we need to just look at, is it fun? Is it a good time? I believe, by yourself or with friends. Dead Island 2 is just a great time. Graphically, it looked good. You feel like a boss. The area was great. I'm actually going to play it again pretty soon. But yeah, that was very good. Short plug. I'm going to plug myself here. I have another channel called Relaxing Gaming where I play games with no commentary and not me on camera. If you sub to there, I'll put the link in the description. I'm going to play this game again and you can watch it yourself. But I would say Dead Island 2. What I believe the fans are going to vote for, because I mean people was giving it high praise, and I watched it. It looks good. Armored Core. I think Armored Core is going to win it. All these games are good from what I've seen. Even Ghost Runner looks beautiful. But from fan voting, I can see the reward going to Armored Core. Moving on. Best VR, I have no idea because I don't play VR. Gran Turismo 7, Horizon, Call of the Mountain. Ooh, Resident Evil Village. Actually, I saw that gameplay. That looked good. Humanity and Synapse, or however you say it. Yeah, I'm voting for Resident Evil. I'm just going because I haven't played any of them, but Resident Evil is a good one, and I checked that VR. It was nice. I watched somebody else play it. Now, mobile games, I'm not a fan of mobile games at all, so I don't even give it any chance. So I'm just going to say the list here. Final Fantasy Ever Crisis, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Honkai Star Rail, Monster Hunter Now, and Terra Neo. I'm just going to just throw one out there and just keep moving. I'm going to say Final Fantasy is going to win it. Moving on. Best debut indie game. Don't know any of these. Viewfinder, Zenba, Pizza Tower, Dredge, and Cocoon. I'm just going to take one because I like pizza. I'm going to say Pizza Tower. I'm going to say it just like that. Moving on. Best independent game. Cocoon, Dave the Driver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, and Viewfinder. I'm just going to say Cocoon because I like how the picture looks. I have no idea. Ooh. Oh, man. I hope this game wins. Okay. Best community support. Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077. You already know what I'm going to choose. Destiny 2, Final Fantasy, and No Man's Sky. So, I'm going to say Cyberpunk. And you know what? As much as it's in the back of my head that people are going to vote for Baldur's Gate 3 or No Man's Sky, because No Man's Sky has gotten really, ever since the community stepped up and the people who made No Man's Sky listen to the community, give them what they want, it's become such a better game. And the title is called Best Community Support. I'm going to say Cyberpunk because that was great community support as well. What they did for us, what CD Projekt Red did for us on this game is amazing. The game is amazing. I hope it wins every award they're nominated for. So I'm going to stay true to it and say Cyberpunk 2077. I can go all day talking about how much I love that game. I'm playing it right now as we speak on my other channel like I was talking about before. But I'm going to say that. Ooh, okay, Cyberpunk's on another subject. It's called Best Ongoing, which, what is this? Wait. Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely voting for Cyberpunk on that. But the other games are Apex Legends, Final Fantasy. Which one is this? Hold up. 14. Okay. Final Fantasy 14. I didn't know there was so many Final Fantasy that came out. I want to make sure I get it right. Even though y'all can go in the Game Awards and see yourself. So y'all just here to see what I think. But Final Fantasy 14. Fortnite. That could be a good one too. Or Genji Impact. I haven't played it, but I heard great things about it. And Ongoing. I'm sticking to Cyberpunk. I'm sticking Cyberpunk on that one. I want them to win every award. But I understand if it's other ones, but I'm going for Cyberpunk. Okay, games for impact. I don't know any of these. A Space for the Unbound. Chance of Sinar. Goodbye Volcano High. If I say this name wrong, I am sorry, but Tchia. So Tchia. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. Tara Neal and Vimba. I have no idea, but since I think I got the name wrong, I'm gonna just vote for that one to as my way of apologizing. So I'm gonna say Tchia. Moving on. Innovation in accessibility subject. What is that? Hold up. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Whew. Man, that's tough. The subjects are good. I mean, the choices are good too. Diablo 4, Forza Motorsports, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and Street Fighter 6. If I want to say, because I'm a fighting game player, Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, but pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Street Fighter 6 does that even wider. Ever since, if I'm understanding that right, I think it's also meaning how Street Fighter does it made it wider for audiences when they made it easier for players who don't want to take the classic route of playing the fighting games with the modern controls. It was the other one, dynamic controls. It made the offline more like open world like. I'm assuming that's what the subject is talking about when it comes to pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by a wider audience. If I'm wrong on that, I apologize, but I'm just going to say Street Fighter 6. I could misunderstand this, but I'm just going to say that. I can see also Spider-Man winning. Well, no, it's the same audience that would play that. I think anybody likes Spider-Man. I mean, even if you're not a huge superhero fan, I think the game itself made people who didn't even like superheroes play that game before this one ever came out. I don't know. I'm just going to say that and stick to it because we got a lot to go here. Best performance? Oh, okay. In a game. Okay. Megan Fox as Natasha. No, I'm just kidding. I was just kidding. That's not this. Oh man, no, that Megan Fox is not on here. I don't think she did that bad, to be honest. I know some people was trashing her, and somebody made a very ignorant remark. They was like, "This is why actors don't act in video games." You know, you just said act, right? Actors don't act in video games. You know that's their job. Just because you didn't like Megan Fox as Natara doesn't mean that actors can't act in video games. There's a lot of great actors who was in video games. That's their job. They're actors. And this person was even, and I'm glad a lot of people said the same thing. You know, you just said act, right? And these are actors or actresses. You know, actress or actors. That's their job. But just because you don't like somebody perform, but that was just, I didn't understand why that person said that. I'm not going to say what the person's name was, a big name. I'm not going to say who the name was, though. But no, she's not on here. But Ben Starr in Final Fantasy 14. Wait, which one was it? I just looked it up. What was the Final Fantasy? Yeah, 14. Cameron in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I do like him in that role. Melina Liburd, if I said the name right. If I did, I'm sorry. But Alan Wake 2. I've seen her before. What was it, a movie or a TV show? I can't remember. I seen her before. Oh yeah, she's in Power Book 2. She's not there anymore, but I mean, sorry, spoiler alert. But I mean, she was in that show. Idris Elba is Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. You already know what I'm choosing. Neil Newborn in Baldur's Gate 3. Haven't played it. Yuri Lowenthal, sorry if I said that wrong, but in Marvel Spider-Man 2. And looking at his face, I think he's the guy who voices Harry, which I ain't gonna front. This was my favorite Harry Osborn in all Spider-Man history, cartoon, movies, whatever. I like this Harry Osborn in that game. But Idris Elba was better. Voting for Idris Elba, Cyberpunk 2077 all day, every day. All right, next subject, best audio design. Dead Space Remake, Alan Wake 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Resident Evil 4. All these were great, but to keep it moving, I'm going to say Spider-Man 2. Best score in music. I don't know all these, so this is going to be a guess. But Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Hi-Fi Rush, Final Fantasy, The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I played Hi-Fi Rush, and I love their soundtrack they made for that game. The game is about the soundtrack. You'll know if you play it. It was such a great game. Give that game a shot, but I'm going to go for Hi-Fi Rush on that one. Best art direction. Ooh, these are good choices too. Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I want to say Hi-Fi Rush. I love their art direction. Zeldas look good. Actually, all these look good. I was going to say Alan Wake was like a dark tone, but I'm going to say Hi-Fi Rush. Best narrative is for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. You know, I'm shocked that Hogsworth is not in here in this list at all. I hope they're not wasn't put on this list for the fact of the backlash that some of these Twitter people was giving it. You know, which was their backlash on made no sense. You know, man, I'm not even gonna get into it, but it made no sense. I hope this award show's not putting away, not putting on the list for that reason. I hope not. I hope it's just because these other games were better. But I don't know. Best narrative: Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy, and Marvel Spider-Man 2. You know what I'm going for? Cyberpunk. I want them all to have all the awards. I heard this new DLC, this new update that's coming out. I think tomorrow is the last support for Cyberpunk because they're making the sequel, and then they're working on Witcher 4. So I don't know if there's any more DLC coming out that they're going to be planning. I heard this is the last, so I want them, if this is the last, I want them to get all the awards as a thank you, because I believe the game was great even with all the issues it had when it first was released. With all the updates they did, it made I love that game. It is top 3 of all time in video games. I'll make a video sharing what's my top 5 of all time. But anyway, Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate. Oh, I'm sorry. What's this? Best game direction. Did I just say this already? Oh, no. Best game direction, Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I only played one of these games. Best direction, I'm just going to say, because of all the praise it got, Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, here's the last one. Game of the Year. Cyberpunk better be on this list. You know what? Maybe because it wasn't really released this year. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I think they should have given it a Game of the Year nomination just for the fact of the update made it basically a brand new game. But anyway, it's not. So moving on. Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Spider-Man. Did I just say Spider-Man? Yeah, Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. If this is fan voting, and I got to get this game because I'm hearing so much praise for it, but if it's fan voting, if it truly is what it says here, if fan voting, then I got to say Baldur's Gate 3 is going to win. I was going to say Marvel Spider-Man 2 because I think outside of that stupid back like, stuff that happened in the back, behind the scenes and all that stuff, the game itself is a masterpiece. It's really good. But Baldur's Gate 3, the fans, the gaming fans, I think that's going to win. So yeah, 40 minutes. I like this though. It's like nighttime vibe, chill. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all know that's how I like doing my videos. Just talking and chilling with y'all. But that's my vote. We'll see when the awards come out, how many of them was I right. Definitely come back and let me know as well. And let me know in the comment section, what are your votes on here. I know it was a long video, but it's late at night. We're chatting. We're chilling. That's all it is. Talking about video games, you know, so raw footage like this. I was going to do it all extra fancy and all that stuff with, you know, clips and stuff, but this is chill talking about, you know, just video game talk. Y'all know how I am. I like to chill and just talk to y'all like we're all in the same room hanging out. So that's how I'm going to keep this content. But yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thanks for chilling with me. I know it's late, but brother hungry. I got to get some food. But yeah, let me know what y'all think, and I'm definitely going to tune into the award show. I hope Cyberpunk wins every award that they're nominated for. And yeah, I am shocked that Hogwarts did not get anything. That was a fun game too. Anyway, I'm glad FIFA was on there, or FC24. Street Fighter, I hope that gets rewards. I wanted to put Mortal Kombat before them because but I mean, you got to make the player's experience great. You got to. We shouldn't be sitting up there like, oh, please let the connection be good. Please, why is there not cross-play? Please, why is it like, come on, we had 2023, about to get into 2024. That should have been automatic. And oh, by the way, an extra note, Mortal Kombat fixed those microtransactions. That's ridiculous, bro. You really are taking advantage of your fan base and taking us for granted. I hope that's not NetherRealm. I really hope. I'm like, there's no way NetherRealm is doing this. They're just like, I really hope y'all not taking advantage of us. This game was not free to play. You see that right there? I paid for that. And I'm still like, now for all these skins and stuff, which I'm not going to just keep paying for. That's just not going to happen. But all them skins, as much as they charge, it's going to cost more than that. You would think us who got the premium edition would get that stuff for free. Or maybe like, pay $3 for a skin. Anyway, that's another conversation for another day. But yes, it's unfortunate I couldn't vote for Mortal Kombat, but it is what it is. You gotta make the fans happy. But anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'll check y'all later.